Man, I don't even know where to start. Well, to lie, I do know where to start, but I don't even know if I want to start because I've been sitting on this topic for like half a week. I've got so many big emotions about this. Hi, everyone. Hi. You ready for a chill barcast? It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit since our last barcast, and I apologize for that. Evenings just end up never working. Yes, but this week it works. Now, these barcasts are typically not as long, but they're typically very focused, but alternatively not focused. So if you've never made it to a barcast before, welcome on in. We're in the bar. We're not in the office today. We were supposed to actually have this stream earlier in the day, but I forgot that it was day 2 of my collab with Leia, and I also woke up a half hour late because I thought it was an hour later. Just messy day today, so I won't beg forgiveness. You're just gonna have to take it as it comes. All right, so if you guys have seen the title change of this stream and you've seen the actual poll that I put up there, I have some thoughts about the human future, the future of humanity, both as humans, because you know I'm very much so human in all ways that matter. In all ways that matter, I am human. And so the future of humanity is of utmost importance to me. And so when I see the very fast development of human replacements and food replacements for the humans that are left, hold on, I gotta turn on the fan. I'm roiling in here. And the ears, Necro, you shut the fuck up right now, or I am feeding you the lab-grown meat. I am feeding you. Like, we. The reason I named this stream the Meat Singularity is because humans have become nothing more than just slabs of meat if they're going to be swapped out and replaced. They are useless. They are valueless in the eyes of, the commercial gods that rule us all. Okay, I've got a spiel I prepared. I got a spiel. I was so passionate about this. I sat down and I was writing. I got like a sales pitch here. What would you prefer, eat the bugs or eat the lab meat? Unironically, eat the bugs, even though I hate eating the bugs, because lab meat is ultra processed. And I don't care how much they can say until their face turns blue that it's chemically identical to regular organically grown meat. I'm not buying that shit. Over and over again, time and time again, we're seeing that ultra processed food that's born from chemicals is just giving people fancy new cancers. Like, there's a reason why, like, there's a massive uptick in everything under the sun. Hold on. Before I get in it, I want to take you on a journey with me. A journey of self-discovery. A journey of love, of sex, and of robots. Okay, let me just... Okay. So picture this. Walk with me here, okay? Walk with me here, chat. In the near future, humanity will have perfected the technology behind humanoid robots for both practical usage in the medical field and in the field of androids. A world where for the right price, anything can be achieved. Lose a leg in a messy divorce proceeding? Hit up your nearest online manufacturer, consult your doctor, pay an arm and a leg for it to arrive on your doorstep. As you attach it into your pathetic socket, a delicate, loving hand rests on your shoulder. That of your ethereal, eternally perfect, and perfect android mistress. The cause of your divorce. Your evil wench of an ex-wife claimed that you loved it more than you ever loved her. And why wouldn't you? Your android never talked back. It did everything right the first time. And it was never past its prime. And it would never leave you for a younger, sexier man. As well, now it was pregnant with your child. You would never have to bother with a real woman again. For this was a new perfect reality where you had absolute control. Truly, the advent of robotics, androids, artificial intelligence, artificial wombs, insemination, progress in lab cloning, aesthetics, mechanics are all leading to this inevitable reality. Should the world not implode before we reach it? One may see this as utopian. No need to fear miscarriage or risky pregnancy if a robot could carry your offspring to term. Socially awkward? No need to force yourself to be around others and learn their ways. Just get a bot that caters to your insecurities and issues so you never have to step outside your comfort zone. Don't want the responsibilities that come with raising a kid? An android can raise it. You changed your mind? The robot can terminate it. Robot can't feel, even if it emulates it perfectly, so it's not a crime to beat the shit out of it to relieve your stress. It's not a crime to test evil, dark desires on it. What's it gonna do? Call the police? You can just program it to agree to everything. Even you can program it to fight back and say no if that's your weird, dark fetish and kink. But like, you could also program it to never actually seek help. You do it. Your neighbors do it. And soon, as robots get more affordable, the world does it. Only the poor and disenfranchised have to rely on human beings the old-fashioned way. So I propose a question to the chat. Once androids, because they are coming, they are like 80% done. Hypothetically, putting AI on these robotic wombs, can it get postpartum depression? No. It could probably like pretend to get postpartum depression if you let it be programmed in such a way, but it will never organically have it. I would never beat my robot wife. Maybe. In a world free of consequence, where you have a creature that is perfectly human in every single way, except for legally and theoretically spiritually, what would you do? What would you do? Would you succumb? Would you succumb to the siren song? Because I'm going to be so real. Come here with me for a second. Let's come close. As horrifying as this reality is, chat, if the android singularity, the android future, comes to pass in my lifetime, I'm financing my goddamn casino to get one. I'm the first to admit it. While that is dystopia, I am one of the people that would very much so benefit from it. Now, do I plan to beat the shit out of my robot? Do I plan to get a pathetic femboy robot husband that I'm going to kill? No. That sounds expensive for maintenance. But, like, it's one of those things that it would be... You'd have to be a very specific, special kind of human to be strong enough to actually not fall for. It's kind of like how a lot of people, not myself personally, at least not yet, but a lot of people who are weaker-willed fall for the allure of things like character.ai, or they use ChatGPT as a conversationalist because it's easy. Now, personally, I still do like the edge that humans have. I like being able to be disagreed with. I like expanding on conversations. There's just a richness to not always being right that I really, really do adore. The back and forth, the banter, that isn't something that AI has been able to replicate. The organic nature of texting first, no. Until AI reaches that point, I'm afraid I'm not going to fall for it. But the instant that AI gets that good, I think I may bend the knee. I may give in. I may give up. Term for AI bot mates is wireborn. That's crazy. You know why? Do you know why I'm so readily able to admit that I'd fall for the clanker propaganda? Because we live in a very lonely, isolated world that has been built. It has been built on the backs of the disenfranchised people. I'm not talking like, oh, I'm talking about the slaves. Oh, I'm talking about communism. I'm talking about the Second World War. No, I mean normal people like me and you in current day. The wage cucks. The people that are being sucked dry of every moment of our lives to make the bare minimum and then have every last dollar pumped out of us. We don't have, and we have our spaces taken away from us. Like, social spaces are far more expensive. They're hard to get to. There's less of them because they're being shut down because they're hard to maintain. Children and high schoolers have their social places taken away, and everything's being moved online for the sake of those who want to make money. So what's left for us? Nothing. Some of us are holding on real hard. You know, we're building our own communities, our own spaces offline, but it's really hard to hold out. It's not going to last forever. And you also really are limited with what you can and can't do in those situations. I mentioned it briefly in the VR chat stream, but one of the last strongholds for human supremacy and traditional humanity will be the hyper-religious communities. Unironically, the hyper-religious homeschoolers will probably have better, for the first time in history, better social skills than everyone else in the room. Because they're not being forced to develop and growing up online. They're not, financing Chipotle burritos. We need we need Club Penguin back. Absolutely. Here, let me make sure I'm catching up with the chat. Your weakness comes from loneliness. Your desires come from a longing depraved. However, know this: what the computer mimics and flesh perfects, you will only know the difference when you experience it. I like VR chat as a social platform. VR chat is a nice blending of the offline and online worlds because it captures that sense of organic communication that's lost, because it brings back the face-to-face, even if it's in a strange, perfected, imperfect kind of way. We should make AI Satan a popular idea. Oh, it's so funny because the type of people that typically would be like AI is Satan are actually the exact people that are AI generating pictures of Jesus hugging random children in the snow and then sending it as Christmas cards, or making AI generated Jesus in my pasta pictures and then posting it on Facebook, right? The thing about the devil is that he is attractive. He is easy. So many succumb to what is attractive and easy. Because if it's presented in front of you and you've had a long, difficult life, you've had a long day at work, you're not going to be honing in on those critical thinking skills. It's human nature. The devil is so good at what he does because he doesn't seem bad. Are you the devil? I try. Facebook grandmas are always the first to fall. Yeah, our first line of defense has fallen, everybody. The grandmas are gone. We've lost our grandmothers. There are no laws against the robot Batman, unironically. I want a flesh wife. I mean, of course, meth wizard. And I would love a flesh husband. More than anything in this world, I would like to not be, alone, you know? But a lot of us suffer from bad training. Very bad training. And maybe some of us could be in advantageous positions, but we can't we can't hone in on it. We're not physically capable. We're not mentally capable of it because we've had lack of or bad training. We are officially a generation of people that are bad at being humans. I don't want no damn clanker as my twin husband. So, it's easy for me to sit down and think day in and day out. I'm not gonna lie, I've very recently, very hard fallen into the fantasy of, well, maybe chatbots aren't all that bad. And then I have to catch myself and stop and like, no, I'm not gonna fall for chatbot propaganda. But then I sit and I think, well, what's the harm if everyone else is doing it? And then I stop and I go, no, I have friends I can talk to. I need to talk to my friends. I have a small amount of friends, and I don't want to waste valuable brain space talking to something that doesn't exist. But then it creeps in again. Right? And then I look in the mirror and I go, Katya, you're not perfect. You're not a prize. You're not going to be the sexiest thing in the planet. You're not gonna bear attractive, strong, healthy children. What reason would anybody have to pick you over a robot? And then I go, that's right. Why would anyone pick me over a robot? If they could have a version of me that was infinitely better, more successful, and more entertaining, they would pick it in a heartbeat. That's human nature. So what would my gut instinct be? If presented a human and something totally indistinguishable from a human but better. I'd like to think myself strong enough to pick the human, but I've reached the point where I don't know anymore. Now, one thing that I do know for sure is that I'm not eating the fucking lab-grown meat. And I will never eat the lab-grown meat. And I'm never eating the vegan burgers. You will actually have to feed me actual poison before you put that garbage in my body. You see, it's one thing to replace humans with doppelgangers, uncanny valley style, Black Mirror, whatever. It's another to take the few of us that remain and to kill us. Are we really gonna just like dead internet theory the whole humanity? The fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? It all looks the same from the back, darling. Why don't you kill yourself? Oh, wait, sorry. According to Twitter, that's an illegal thing to say. I have to wait at least 3 days before I'm allowed to say that as a joke. Because somebody said it as a joke on Twitter. Like, okay. Lab-grown meat. You know, lab-grown meat could mean two different things. Lab-grown meat could mean artificial babies in a womb. So, I mean, robots could produce lab-grown meat. Or lab-grown synthetic food meat. Oh my god. Literally, this is what kind of started my spiral for what I wanted to talk about today. Because on my feed, a video from 2020 hit. And it was this video of like a 3D printer like shitting out a fake steak. And they were like, oh, but it's got real meat sinew and real fat tissue, but it's been created in a lab. But it's indistinguishable chemically from the real deal. Look, we're printing this out and we can fry it like real meat. Look, it bleeds. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, look, I'm all for advancements in humanity. I'm all for new shit hitting the shelves. But there's something so entirely unwholesome about this technology. There's something so entirely not proper about this technology, especially with all of the red flags going on for every other highly processed food out there at the moment. Like, walk with me here, chat. Cereals historically always, got a bad rap for being quote-unquote sold as a breakfast food when they were glorified candy smooshed into little pieces. Even the healthy shit, like the bran buds or the bran flakes, the really garbage stuff that tasted awful, that stuff was pumped with sugar and chemicals too. Humanity as a whole, after the introduction of these ultra-processed foods, got sicker. Our diseases, even though we live in a medically advanced time, our diseases ended up not going away. They just evolved, became different, and we got inflicted with other things brought on by this subpar sustenance. If you take meat, one of the most wholesome proteins out there, and you swap it all out for stuff that's artificially made.
Technology in many cases is insidious.
Yeah, you're right. If you take one of the few organic things that you can reliably decide for yourself to eat that you know will most likely be not as damaging as, let's say, a box of Kraft Dinner or the McDonald's hamburger, right? Like, let's say you go to the store and you buy literally a cut of meat from the butcher, right? And that's taken away from you for quote-unquote ethical concerns. Farmers have their lands shut down for animal safety and ethical concerns. It's replaced with factories, replaced with places where they print out milk proteins, print out meat, and they have their own issues. All the alternatives are gone or they're black market. This is a bad thing. This will never be a good thing, no matter what you try to say to convince me of it. Oh, but for the planet, for the future of humans. Humans have existed for thousands of years. And thousands of years. And other animals before that. And they didn't need lab-grown shit. Right? They didn't need fake artificial anything. They ate shit raw. And they existed, and they thrived, and they grew, and they built civilizations. And they got smarter, and they got healthier over time as they learned new processes. Yes, but processes are different than processing. Processing is when you take the item and you destroy it through transformation. And processes are the steps you take to make things happen, right? Like learning how to build an elevated farm that is self-watering and self-sustaining is better than printing out a chunk of meat.
Sorry, boss. Meat takes too much water. It's gonna be soy all the way down instead.
Soy. It's turtles all the way down. The vegans making almond milk. Vegans making almond milk. Look, I'm somebody that drinks almond milk sometimes because I'm lactose intolerant. I like it. But I would never say that it's better than real milk. I would always say, get to learn who your local farmers are. Become good buddies with your farmers. Source your stuff locally, support them if you can, and you are better off for it health-wise, if possible, if you're not in a city. But vegans and vegetarians are often very naive to the ways of the world. They have a very childish view of the world, from my point of view. Yes, it's okay to, get some sort of ick for eating something that you feel has sentience. Alright, fair enough. You can choose to not eat it for that. But a lot of them, it's ethical, moral dilemma of you're destroying the planet. You're killing all animals, so you're a monster. It's no. Creatures have to eat. Animals will eat other animals. Are you not a hypocrite for making your almond milk? A delicacy which I enjoy sometimes, It's ultra-processed slop that'll probably kill me, but it's sweet and it's a treat. You know that it takes, 5 times the amount of water to make, a jug of almond milk as it does to make a jug of milk. Yeah?
Do you know why cannibals don't eat clowns? It's because they taste funny.
Unironically, if I was presented with the ability to practice cannibalism, I would. I think ethical cannibalism needs to start being a conversation. Plant soy and monoculture that drains the soil out of nutrients, leave it barren. Yeah, no, it's environmentalists are their own worst enemy. Because what they've been sold is a corporate lie. The only true environmentalists are the farmers. The people who actually work the land. Not the companies that rape the earth, but like the actual people tilling the soil.
From my point of view, the vegans are evil. I prefer to eat the meat of recycled corpses over fake meat.
Soylent Green is people. Yeah, Soylent Green is people. I think the only issue I have with modern day cannibalism is,
I'd rather become Amish than live in a synthetic meat clinker-loving state.
like, here's the thing. I feel like those two things will come hand in hand, and we won't be able to live without both of them at the same time. But I feel like in an ideal world for me, because I am a person that has a very hard time going out, meeting and talking to people. Like, I sound put together here on stream, right? Like, I sound like a doll, don't I? But in real life, I cannot talk to people. Unless, like, I've had a lot of practice, or unless I know the person really well. And even sometimes when I know the people really well, I'm not an instigator, so to speak. If it's just business, if it's like a business deal, if I'm going around Chiron trying to, drum up cash, it's easy. But
in every post-apocalyptic fiction story, it all started with an inflated ego.
yeah. But like, unless I'm mentally prepared for something like that, I can't talk. So, something like a robot, something like an android that perfectly mimics people, that won't leave, that can take abuse, really appeals to someone like me. And I think that's scary. Because I don't want it to appeal to me. Right? Like, I'm not going, I'm counting the days until I get a robot husband. Like, I'm sitting there going, oh God, I hope this day doesn't come, because I know that I'll fall for it. Because it's all I'll have left. Like, I'm holding out that it doesn't come. Now, lab-grown meat, unlike the robot revolution, is an absolute inevitability. Because it's already here and already being shoved down people's throat. And I refuse outright. Did you know that once upon a time, little lady Katya wanted to be a butcher? Yeah? Little lady Katya here wanted to be a butcher? I've got a very fancy set of butcher knives, actually. The production and sustaining of farmland, farm creatures, is very important to me.
I work fast food. No one can talk normal. You're fine even on the streets. Trust me. Wouldn't it be more efficient to reuse the elderly and disabled if we take out ethics?
Now, okay, here's where I wanted to lean on for the cannibalism argument. While I would be curious, and I think it would be interesting to see humanity go in this direction ultimately, because of how people are and because of how corporations are structured, I think that we would not be able to do it. Not in a way that works, because we already have enough issues with organ donation. Yes? So let's say you could sign up to be an ethical cannibal subject. Yes? You could sign away your rights for post-mortem cannibal donation. It would be the same issues that we're currently seeing with organ donors. There's a guy on Twitter right now, it was trending yesterday, where he was talking about getting his driver's license, and they asked if he wanted to be an organ donor, and he said no. And they asked him again, do you want to be an organ donor? Like, he checked no on the sheet. And at the desk, they're like, are you sure about this? And then they tried to push it a third time, and he firmly said no. Then he gets his license in the mail, and at the top of his card, it said yes, that he was an organ donor. They forcibly organ donoed him. Now, this could be a one-off thing, but it's not. Because you look in the comments and you see endless horror stories of people going, yeah, I had to reapply because they accidentally made me an organ donor. Over and over and over again. You hear so many horror stories from people that work at hospitals going, yeah, this person was technically brain dead, but, like, they weren't. And I was given the order to push them down the hall to the organ donation room because they were signed up as an organ donor. And we needed those organs immediately. Even though there was a chance this person could come back. Like, if that's what they're doing for organ donation, if the rich can just harvest people while they're still alive with or without their consent, I think a society that relies on human meat as protein for food would be worse in this aspect. People would start having kids. Unironically, I genuinely believe people would start having kids to sell them to food factories, to food farms. Mind you, the doctor gets paid to get those healthy organs. Absolutely. Now, riddle me this. In a world where alternative meats, fake meats, potentially ethical cannibalism, organ donation, and android human replacements all exist at the same time, what happens to who's left?
Katya's femboy husband tags, elf, domination loss, mind break, smalldom.
Excuse me? Quit looking at my internet history. Oh, Memoria. We are talking about strong, deep ethical dilemmas right now. My weakness as a human and my fears for the future. Would you be interested in hopping in VC and talking about this with me for a little bit? I feel like I'd be very interested to hear what you have to say about this.
Hey boss and tunes. Stay inquisitive and safe. Orange heart emoji.
Orange heart emoji. Oh, where'd chat go? Oh, we need to be a bit quiet, but sure. Oh, let's go. Race you to the group chat. Actually, I'll just DM call you. Well, actually, no, we can... There we go. I'm interested to hear what you say. The innocent will be corrupted. No. You say that as if Memoria isn't a goddamn food job. She got the swirly glasses. What do you mean innocent? Innocent, more like indecent. Ugh. House of Scorpion about a clone that gets created to be a source of organs for a super rich father twin. I've seen a film like that recently. Where all the rich people, like, pay to have clones made and the clones are sent to an island. I think it's, like, called The Raffle or something. And all these clones are, like, raised to believe, like, be super, super healthy and believe that if they win the raffle because they're being good enough, they will be sent to paradise. But in reality, whoever wins the raffle every week is actually whatever random person needs their organs harvested for the rich person. It's called The Island? Yeah. Hi, Memoria. Hold on, do I have your Boogie?
I got out of bed just for you.
Oh, you love me?
No, I just want to know what you're ranting about.
That's crazy. Yeah, let me put your Fugi on screen. So, welcome to the bar. I'll pour you a glass of apple juice.
Thank you.
Yes. So, today's topic.
Your Fugi's so big.
Today's topic is, yeah, your Fugi like goes big and small. So today's topic is both about perfect android human replacements that act as caretakers, sex robots, and like therapists and friends, like all of that, like perfect androids. Like women one with artificial wombs, guy ones with artificial, like the ability to inseminate, just like straight up like a human replacement, but better. And this is for purchase, the existence of this. And then we also are talking about the meat singularity of artificial meat being lab grown and 3D printed, theoretically chemically identical to the real thing, but there's no way for this to be proven in a way that isn't biased. And the effects of factory farming versus local farmers, just basically, we're talking about dystopia.
I'm happy that you're having a wonderful time at your bar.
Here, I'm gonna turn your volume up a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, I
good.
can't be there. It's very late in the library right now.
All good, all good. There we go. You should be good now.
Hi. I can't wait. I can put my gain higher.
Yeah, that might help a little bit. So,
Hi.
hi. So basically the conversation is around, all right, if these things come to pass, what is my place in all of this? How do I feel about it? And I admitted straight up, if robots like that existed, I would I would fold. I would mortgage the casino to get one.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I knew you would.
But also, like, I'd hate myself for it. I don't know. If a robot like that existed, if you were presented with a human person who has flaws, but you know is human, they'll age, they've got experiences, whatnot, they've got a soul, they got all that lovely stuff, and a robot that's like them, but better, and has no legal rights, what are you picking?
Okay, slowly. I just one more time, making sure I won't get canceled. One more time.
Okay. I actually wrote an entire spiel that I read out earlier, like a hypothetical scenario. I'll read it out again because it was really good and maybe some people missed it, but like it was very drama. I was very proud of my writing. Human versus clanker. Yeah. Okay. In the near future, humanity will have perfected the technology behind humanoid robotics, both in practical usage, in the medical field, and in the field of androids. A world where for the right price, anything can be achieved. Lose your leg in a messy divorce proceeding? Hit up your nearest online manufacturer, consult your doctor, pay an arm and a leg for it to arrive on your doorstep. As you attach it to your pathetic socket, a delicate, loving hand rests on your shoulder, that of your ethereal, eternally perfect, and beautiful android mistress, the cause of your divorce. Your evil wench of an ex-wife claimed that you loved it more than you ever loved her. And why wouldn't you? Your android never talked back, did everything right the first time, and would never age past her prime. It wouldn't leave you for a younger, sexier man. As well, now it was pregnant with your child in its artificial womb. You would never need to bother with a real woman again, for this was a new perfect reality where you had perfect control. No need to fear miscarriage or risky pregnancy if a robot could carry your offspring to term. Socially awkward? No need to force yourself to be around others and learn their ways. Just get a bot that loves and caters to your insecurities and issues so that you never have to step outside your comfort zone. Don't want the responsibilities that come with raising a kid? The android can raise it. You changed your mind, the robot can terminate it. Robot can't feel. Even if it emulates it perfectly, so it's not a crime to beat the shit out of it to relieve your stress or to test illegal shit on. You do it, your neighbors do it, and soon, as robots get more affordable, the world does it. That was my written spiel. So what are your thoughts?
Is it like Nikkei robot
They can be
level?
They can look however you want.
I mean, how much is it?
This is a hypothetical world where it doesn't matter how much it is. It's affordable. It's like the price of an expensive PC, let's say. Like something that you can save up for, you can afford.
I mean, if it's affordable, you know, if it's affordable and it's like, you know, I
What
have a
about
nice,
laws of robotics?
cute robot girl with me every day, giving me love and affection forever and ever and ever and ever.
Exactly.
For like what?
Right?
For the price of a PC? I mean, imagine having your own Nikkei.
Exactly. And that's why this is so dangerous, because I feel the exact same way. But I'd also love to, you know, be able to learn to be around other people. I'd love to have a significant other. Like, that's the dream, and that's why this is so enticing. Yes? Because there isn't such thing as
Yes.
perfection. And a lot of us will end up perpetually alone forever. So
That's so sad.
it's preying on pathetic people. I'm calling you pathetic, by the way.
I know. I mean, you have to. You didn't have to repeat it. I already got it.
Yeah. We just feel empty, man, because I know it isn't real. Well, for how long, Neeb? Maybe you only feel empty because it's a social contagion. Maybe eventually it won't matter to you because it feels so real. You have what is being dubbed AI psychosis, by the way. This is a real phenomena that is emerging right now, not just amongst teenagers, but amongst people of all ages that are relying on chatbots and things like ChatGPT, where they are convinced that their AIs are sentient.
Okay, the thing is, like, okay, ChatGPT doesn't work on me because there's no like visuals for it. Like, I can't like interact with it in a physical way, right? So like it doesn't work on me. But if there was like a Nikkei level robot, I think it would be doomed.
Okay, but like, what about like a Discord chat room? Huh? Like, you interact with us organically all the time.
Yeah, but
What if it was indistinguishable? What if it messaged first? What if it wasn't weird clanky robot speak? Like, what if it genuinely felt like a real person reaching out and talking to you? And maybe you don't...
that's just called Mystic Messenger, and you should try it. It's very fun.
I love Mystic Messenger, man. Which is a problem.
I love waking up at 3 a.m. just to answer the call of my...
Every day I wake up. No. And then here's the other argument. The one where I was like, okay, now this one I could never get behind. Well, I can't get behind the AI robots taking over because I know I'm sad enough to fall for it, and I don't want to live that life. The other one, though, was fake food. Fake ultra-processed food. And how I hate vegans. Are you
Any
vegan?
particular reason? Oh, I'm not. I love meat.
Because I'm just like, because for a second you're like, and I'm like,
No,
Memoria?
I love meat. I'm like 90% carnivore.
No, it's more about the typical attitude of vegans and their misguided intentions. A lot of them, they're like, oh, well, it's just because I don't want to eat animals, right? Like that is a good portion of them. But that's not the majority of them. The majority of them are like, oh, it's because I don't want to eat animals, and you're all evil for doing it. It's like a pseudo-religious thing. But it's also like, and you're killing the planet. You're stripping it of resources by watering and feeding these animals in farms. They need to be free. When their almond milk, soy milk, does 5 times the amount of damage, and unlike the other animals, you can't fix the damage because it literally strips the earth of, like, the soil of its nutrients. It rapes it of its resources non-renewably. Like, you have to put it back in chemically, which makes it worse long term. Like, no, you use 5 times the amount of water to make a jug of almond milk as you do a jug of milk. And unlike the almond milk, which is going to be way harder to reproduce, the cow you can, like, just feed and it makes more milk. Or it dies, and you take its child, you let it grow up, and then you make it make more milk. Yeah, fuck almonds. Almonds are one of the reasons California is in a perpetual drought. Yeah, no, it's an artificial drought caused by all the water in the area being pumped to these factories. It's ridiculous. If robots and humans were to oh, I missed that one. That looked interesting. If robots and humans were to coexist, how would you guys imagine the whole process being? Very sad.
If what was what, sorry?
If robots and humans in that way were coexisting, how would it be? And I went very sad. I think unless something very drastic is done socially, there's a massive shift. We have massive upheavals in how our society is currently structured, how kids are taught things, how money is made, where the power is. I see the darkest timeline where people don't interact with people anymore. People can reproduce with robots. Everything is isolated. Children don't know their parents because they don't need to. They got robot nannies. They grow attached to their robot parents. They raise pseudo-robotic kids. The kids don't interact with each other, potentially. Maybe they interact with robot best friends that are tailor-made to suit their best needs. And so you've got a world full of people that are alone, but they're tricked into believing they're not alone. And then once we run out of resources and none of these companions work anymore, you've got an entire race of creature that it can no longer function.
Isn't that literally like a Black Mirror episode?
I don't fucking watch TV. The child that calls its mother Alexa comes to mind. Isn't that crazy? And the rich and the wealthy live a normal life. Oh, 100%. Like, with the advent of, like, phones, the ultra wealthy and rich, you see it every so often, but the richest of the rich people have their own private social medias, or, like, not like Twitter, Facebook, like, separate websites made that none of us can access, and they use that as their social media to communicate with each other, or they just don't have social media at all, like, period, because it's poison, and that's just above their class. They have limited technology, like all the big tech giants, like the CEOs, like the Microsoft people, like, none of them own most of their own technology. Like, maybe they have it on hand, but they don't frequently use iPhones, they don't use Samsung smart devices, whatever. Everything is analog, everything is in person, everything's written down for them. Who knows the danger of the technology better than the people who develop it, right?
Yeah.
So.
How did you come to this topic? Like, did you just like shower thoughts and you're like, I hate how it's going, or whatever?
I mean, you saw a little bit of it behind the scenes. How I came to this conclusion. I was sitting there going, man, I'm so lonely. I'm so miserable. Like, I can't handle this. You know what? I need like a fake boyfriend. And so then I illustrated myself a fake boyfriend, and it didn't make me feel better in the slightest. And for a horrible moment, I'm like, maybe I could use character AI. And I'm like, no, I'm not falling for that shit.
Oh, no.
But the fact that I
don't
was
do
even tempted
that.
made me so sad, right? The fact that I was so starved of romantic attention that I was, for a moment, willing to fall in the knife of artificial intelligent chatbots, that made me come to, like, the realization that I am no better than anyone else out there. I am a very weak person with very base needs.
Would you hire those rent-a-boyfriend
100%.
services if it... Oh, I didn't finish my sentence.
If I had the budget, you know I would. But my budget is allocated to the running of the facility here. And I don't like to abuse what has been... Like, here's the thing. I don't like to embezzle funds. I don't like to say, hey, this $100,000... this $1 million is going to a charity. No, was it $500,000? Yeah, this $500,000 is going to a charity and then pump it into my own personal pet projects. What was it, a backpack? Yes. No, that's not my style, right? If I'm saying this is going towards running the casino, it goes towards running the casino. Now, if I wanted to rent a boyfriend, I'd probably make like a throne goal and be like, hey guys.
Unironically sounds like a funny thing to do, throne goal. For content.
For content, have a stream where I emotionally rent somebody to be my boy.
Wait, I think there's a website for that.
That would send me into some sort of psychosis, and I might kill myself. I'm gonna be honest.
No, kill yourself. You're too sexy.
I don't think I could do that. I feel like I'd need to be in a very specific mindset to be able to do that. The unicorn cuckoldery throne goal. That's
What is our budget?
crazy.
I'm valued at $5 a month.
That's insane. Yeah, no, we can joke about this all we want, but this is not going to be my reality. And good morning,
No,
Leia. The nun, I guess.
Oh,
Darkness says hello, Leia.
Hi. Hello. I guess, well, technically it is morning. Technically.
A gigolo. You want a
No,
gigolo?
no, I don't want to. Well, I'm not going to admit any of that. Okay, just because the idea appeals to me doesn't mean that I want it outright. I'm not looking at websites right now for this kind of shit. Okay, this is no.
There's a
this
thing
is
where
a
you can
hypothetical.
game an e-boy.
Really?
I think there is. I mean, I've heard people joke about it, but I don't know if it's like they're like joking as in it actually exists or like just joking like what if it exists.
I don't need an e-boy. I have you. You can game with me.
You should be bigger.
Fucking baby girl. Who needs an e-boy when I've got you and Fangsie and
got you, baby girl.
Hawthorne.
I'm gonna carry you. I'm gonna carry you in Valorant. I'm gonna get you to Predator. Wait, no, that's Apex. What's Valorant? What's the Valorant ranks again?
Memoria, am I gonna be your Discord kitten? Am I gonna be your Discord kitten?
Yeah. Okay, you can meow for me, baby girl.
Memoria, am I gonna be your Discord kitten? Like, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
meow for-
Memoria. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can bark too. Bark.
Yeah.
Gonna bark for heels.
This is the dumbest bit I've ever done. What is this?
I'm sure I would be a great e-boy if I actually put my mind to it. I just need to like study the way of the e-boy.
You need to study the way of the e-boy. You know what? We should like we should have like a riz off, but like unironically make each other e-boy sonas. We just have a barcast where we're trying to out e-boy each other.
Like so the first step is like the moment you hear like a female voice, your voice like goes like into the deep part of it. Shop.
Hello, kitten.
But can you do the fuckboy laugh? That sounds more like a nerd trying to be a fuckboy.
Shut up! Wait, no, I literally got a script for dumb shit. Hold on. This is so... Hold on. Gotta put on my chat. Hello, Kitten Whiskers. Daddy is busy. Turn on Discord. We shall voice chat post haste. Webcam? Yes, I shall get you nitro. Daddy will do anything for his kitten.
Hold up. I'm trying to find a very specific image.
Are you the Monopoly man? I got a Monopoly
No.
over you.
I'm trying to find a very specific like Discord screenshot of like it goes like
Judge
something like,
Redditor trying to be a
like-
Discord mod.
like kitten answer the call, something like that. Wait,
Someone lend me the boss's gun. I don't want to be in this world anymore. This can be
Someone lend me
arranged.
the boss gun. I don't want to be
can you
in
read
this world
room
anymore.
in your best fuckboy voice?
Sorry, I had to kill somebody. I had to do a mercy killing.
It's okay. Can you read this in your best fuckboy voice?
Fuckboy
Just for
voice.
me.
I need to practice my fuckboy voice. I swear, I haven't done it in such a long time properly. But yeah, Hipster Hobbit, thank you for the 100 ARS. Sorry for killing you. No, I'm not sorry for killing you. Okay. I am home. Pick up. Kitten. I am tired of the disrespect. I will punish you if you do not answer. Pick up. Pick up! I'm not playing games tonight, kitten. Answer me. Man, where are you getting this garbage?
Thank you. I'm very satisfied, question mark.
So, would you prefer e-boy Katya or an android?
Android, sorry.
Estrogen detective. Estrogen detective. And estrogen detected equals instant mewing. The fuck does that even mean? Unsheaths fedora. I mean, I am wearing a fedora, technically. This is a wide brim fedora. You would not believe how hard it is to get people to draw this hat right. Not because it's complicated, but because they don't understand that it's a fedora and not like a cowboy hat or a sun hat.
I think you have a very nice hat. Is my Riz working?
I think you're getting better.
Yeah. I think okay, so I think if I actually want to Riz someone, I have to unironically pretend to be a fuckboy. Hold
I have
up.
to be in like a
hold
certain
up.
mindset to try and riz somebody, but then again, I've never done it successfully, so I have no idea
Hold
what
up,
to
hold
do.
up. I shall become the fuckboy of your dreams.
You don't know what my dreams are. You can't assume to
okay.
know what my dreams are.
It's okay, I'll just boop a little bit of magic in your head. Hold up. I need to be possessed by the spirit of the fuckboy. It's not coming right now.
You need to be possessed by an e-boy that's gonna be canceled in 3 weeks.
Wait, I'm sure there's like a wiki how.
Oh, wiki how for how to actually now I'm
How
curious.
to be a
How to
fuckboy.
be an e-boy. Oh
How
my
to
God.
turn a guy on. Okay, wrong one.
There's a microphone tutorial from 9 months ago. E-boy mic tutorial, step by step.
Reddit tips on being more of a fuckboy bat boy. Dating advice.
What the fuck is this? To be an e-boy, you can follow these style tips. Pair a Thrasher tee with a chain on your jeans and black nail polish. Dye your hair peachy pink. Wear beanie hats and chokers, in parentheses optional. Add rings, beanies again, earrings and chain belts again. So it's very important that you have a beanie and chain belts, guys. Choose footwear like Converse, Vans, Doc Martens, or black leather Oxfords. This just sounds like what a teenage girl that's into punk from the mid-2000s would wear. This is a dude boy.
Look what I sent you.
Tips on being more of a fuckboy / bad boy. Oh my God, that top answer from 4 years ago was huge. Easiest way to think about it is economic framework. A man's emotional availability is analogous to a woman's sexual commitment. If the man offers up their emotional commitment too soon, there's no need for a woman to have sex. The man took off his proverbial pants for her already, so why bother? The fuckboy's a master of flirting, teasing, evading, and above all, artful avoidance, emotional unavailability. That's crazy. This attracts the most broken girls and strings them along. That's a huge turnoff to any girl with self-esteem and self-awareness, but you're not interested in that right now. This behavior is easy to mimic from that initial point. Treat every woman like she's one of the 50 you're seeing that week. Treat yourself like you're the one guy she wants to be with, because hypergamy and all. The text should imply she's lucky to join you on your adventures. And when you're with her, ask not what you can do for her, but what she can do for you. You should consider it a loss every time you spend 1 hour with her and don't get at least one sexual thing in return! Holy shit. I think, unironically, if I found myself, if baby's first relationship was with an e-boy, I might actually kill myself. I don't think I could survive somebody like this. When she tries to get anything from you, tease her for it and remind her of her place. If she tries to leave, let her, then never speak to her again or only hit on her friends. Any sign of kindness will be mistaken for weakness, so throw that behavior out the door when you're in fuckboy mode. When you get sick of this, if ever, you can turn on good guy mode again, if your brain still has the ability. And the response is, oh my god. This is brilliant! I need to incorporate this in my daily life and get done with the nice guy attitude.
I can't laugh loud. I'm like fighting for my life over here.
Oh, thank you. This made me feel much better. It's good to know that girls with self-esteem and self-awareness get turned off by that. I was starting to think about just going full fuckboy. Oh, yeah. This... Nah, fuck it. I got my heart ripped out of my chest. Now everyone needs to know my pain. Are you a fuckboy coach?
So funny.
A dick legend? Artful avoidance had me fucking hooked, bro. That's
Reddit really do have the answers to everything.
Jesus, I hate Reddit so much. Like I'm reading this thread right now and I'm like flabbergasted. Oh my god! The only reason women like the bad boy type of guy is because of trauma with their father.
That's crazy. Okay, I am really good at finding gems like this. I will dig in more.
Okay, one more. I was a fuckboy in my younger life. I was a plaything for a married woman twice my age. She took me out to expensive dinners, and I spent time with her and fucked her brains out every single night. It eventually had to end. She couldn't handle not falling in love with me. I told her that this wasn't the arrangement we had. Okay, bro. I like your Lifetime movie plot, but this is a serious discussion.
Amazing. I think the worst part is that they're probably dead serious.
Buyafuckboy.com? What?
Oh? How did you find that?
In the Reddit thread?
What? I closed it. Hold on, I'm opening back up.
Oh no, the link doesn't work. I was gonna try and pull it up on stream for people to look at, but it's not up anymore.
No. On Rent and E-Boy. I'm sure there's a way to make that. That's the thing. It's called E-Pal.
E-Pal, your kind teammate. Nah.
Yeah.
Variance collab with E-Pal when?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I knew it wasn't like just a joke. I've heard people talk about it.
Oh my god, wait, there's actually VTubers on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of VTubers on there. That's why I heard about it.
Oh, there's a lot of AI generated shit here. What the hell?
Well, that too, but
More e-pals. Oomphy. Let me feed your e-kitty. Oh my god.
First order is free.
I don't know how I feel about any of this. I'm looking at this and like...
It's fascinating.
The fact that this is a successful service such that it has an operating website and an active user base, it genuinely depresses me. Because I knew that this kind of thing existed. But like, if I was a slightly different person, I know that I'd succumb to these kinds of services. And I hate that, man. I hate that.
So fascinating.
Like, I'm secure in myself at
essential store.
This point in time that I wouldn't fall for it. But oh my god. Like, services, you can just do... I'm looking at the services here. You can pay someone to do talking about hobbies, emotional support, upbeat conversation, off my chest, fortune telling, hobbies talk, e-chat. Like, study together, watch together, karaoke, spend a whole day with me. Like,
but for how much, though?
No!
No, this is a
Memoria.
genuine research. No, I am curious about the market. I am simply doing some researches for how much. You know, like how much do people price themselves for these kinds of services?
Oh, there's a whole area here for cosplayers. That's crazy. I'm curious about the community. Of course, it's all Valorant and... What the fuck? Albion Online? Among Us? Brawl Stars? Oh, Borrow Trauma. Oh, they've got a lot of games that you can play with them. You can just play chess. Deadlock, Dead by Daylight, Tarkov.
But is it like
oh
good
my god,
money?
You can pay somebody to play Genshin Impact with you. Can you imagine?
Just invades the randoms worlds.
Like, no, this is fascinating.
You could hire someone to RPSK for you in Genshin Impact.
Unironically, I'm wondering what female VTubers are on here, because that would be such a fun collaboration to do where I pay them through ePal to stream with me. That, I think, would be interesting. Oh, wait,
probably would be peak content, I'm not gonna lie.
Become an ePal. What's an ePal? They're freelancers who provide gaming or social interaction. It's an emerging profession with hundreds of thousands of gamers have joined, enhancing the gaming experience for millions must game. Millions must game. No. Let's see what female VTubers they've got going around. VTuber. I only see 2 VTubers, but I know I saw more. VTuber video call. Interesting. A full day together?
A full day? 24 hour?
24 hours?
I don't think I can handle being 24 hours
okay,
one single person.
There's 2 VTubers, one guy and one girl. So I'm looking at her right now. She can do watch together. Tech support. She can just hire her on ePal to do tech support!
That's unironically peak.
That's so funny! Wait, I'm gonna ask management how much, like, budget I can put into this. Hey, but, Red, so if I wanted to do the equivalent of hire a virtual prostitute for content... Don't worry, there's no sex.
The website.
There's no sex. It's like homey, like, levels of prostitution.
That's like in before he pulls up like on the screen share ePal.
He's gonna pull it up and he's gonna do the same shit he did before.
He's like, I see.
I see.
So ePal, it's like PayPal.
Oh my god! Don't even. Any more red slander? We're gonna get in trouble. What a cute model. Here, I'll copy it and send it to you. If you can find other VTubers. What, do you want? Would you be interested in doing a 4-way collab? Me, you, and 2 e-pals?
I'm scared.
Did you talk about Annie Grok yet? Holy shit, wait. Wait, a whole stream where I'm with Grok. Wait, that, you're cooking! You're cooking! PayPal got hacked, by the way, change your passwords. What?
What? Oh, what? There's Sigma?
Can we talk about how we've turned relationships into a product?
Can we talk about how we turn relationships into a product? Well, here's the thing. Throughout all human history, people paid other people to do things. Like, emotionally.
This can end either really well or really bad. IDK, it will be amazing clips anyways.
That's crazy. Thank you for the 1000 ARS, Hipster Hobbit. This can end really bad or be really... Okay, end either really well or really bad. I don't know. It'll be amazing clips anyways. I used to be an e-pal, one of the top performing males back when I was on the platform. Bullshit. Bullshit. Do you still have your count up?
Share it. Yeah. You can't just say that and like not share it.
Yeah, no, you can't just be like, oh, I used to be an e-pal. Rent a collab. The Argentinian lobby of Variance.
Wait, I've unironically seen like people charge for collabs. Unironically.
Oh, I've seen that too.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Who is the top e-pal? Literally the one with an AI generated anime girl that's called Oomphy.
Oomphy. That's kind of funny. Gosh, I just gained with Oomphy.
When they're talking about Oomphy, they talk about my e-pal. She's my Discord kitten.
Do you think, like, they got a RP or something?
Oh, 100%. I'm 90% sure 100% of all of these people have boyfriends, girlfriends. They're in relationships. There's no shot. Rent a Collab gonna be the biggest anime this year, promise. Yeah, and at the very end, we're gonna cuck the person. Man, Rent a Girlfriend was so funny. Arcade.
Off my chest. Oh, there's like, you can actually like rent someone to vent.
Yeah, right? Like, isn't this crazy?
That's crazy.
Okay, who's trending right now?
This is fascinating, honestly.
No fucking shot. So the person who was the fucking Grey Tide just DM me on his private, and I know him. He's a mutual I talk to all the time.
Wait, what?
No! That's crazy! Bro, what the fuck? You used to be an e-boy on e-pal? What the fuck? That's really funny, man. That's really funny. Like, get your bag. Like, I'm not gonna judge you for it. If anything, I'm jealous that I didn't get my bag that way.
Wow.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But also, this wasn't lore about you I was expecting to drop today, you know?
That's crazy.
Grey Tide Club. That's crazy. What's his e-pal? I'm not. He says it's deactivated, but I 100% believe that he used to do that kind of shit.
You know what? Good for you.
Collab when? Why would I want to collab with an e-boy when I've got a beautiful e-girl down here with me? Like, come on now. I don't want to break my beautiful woman streak. Sorry.
Meow. Grr. What else would the e-girls say?
So, one of the top current people on ePal right now seems to be, they've taken pictures of Link from Legend of Zelda, and AI generated him into an e-boy with very flat coloring and shading. So, and he's Italian. You can have Italian AI generated Legend of Zelda Link. Oh my god, these women are beautiful.
You can't say that and not share.
They're all emo. They're all emo and I love it.
But that's even better. You can say that and not share.
Just look at the website yourself. Go into the trending tab.
Okay, it's fine. I'll look at myself.
Ah.
I don't know how this website works. The fact that you like
I'm trying to figure out how to find
know how to use it.
VTubers specifically. And there's only that one that actually like labeled herself as a VTuber. Alright, let's
Okay, searching time. Custom maybe search VTuber.
Alright, let's see if she has a Twitter.
VTuber video call.
She does have a Twitter.
There's Noodle video call of a VTuber.
Oh, she recently got a KevX rig. That's crazy. Alright, I'm pinning this for later. This is, I think, next week. Oh wait,
What
no,
have I
not next week.
done?
Next week we're at we're
No, we're
busy.
not yet.
No?
No,
Walter
it's in 2
White
weeks.
E-boy when? When are we getting a cute bald E-boy? I mean it, unironically. Like, when are we getting a cute bald E-boy? Like, I get the appeal of beautiful, long, crispy locks.
I can't take bald seriously because like it's so shiny. It makes me wanna like rub it for good luck.
There's ways to like, oh, ow, my earbuds, ow, what the fuck?
Oh.
Ow, I had to rip them out of my head. Okay, hold on. They just like gave me a burst of static in both my eardrums. What was that? Ugh. Looks like I'm fine. That's just Kai. You shut your slander right now. You put your slander back in your bitch hole right now.
Wait, bald VTuber, but like, not. I don't want the toggle. An actual bald VTuber. It's mostly just like those bald toggles and.
I do have the video link to. Okay, this is about the earlier topic about the 3D printed meat. I saw that pissed me off so much. I'll put it up on stream.
3D what?
3D printed meat.
Like, decoration?
No, like real meat. That's
Like,
being 3D printed.
That you eat?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I
Fuck. Okay, hold on. Maybe I should share. Maybe I'll share the screen. Oh, and it's a comma model. I feel like there would have been a better way to shape the head. I'm sorry, that's way too circular. That doesn't look like a realistic bald head. But like, okay, that's like shaved bald, like a monk. Like you can see a faint outline where like the hair follicles were. I don't know, I think this is tasteful. This is genuinely like a bald monk e-boy. This is crazy. Bald monk e-boy femboy. I hate to say it, like if the head shape was just slightly more realistic, that would be peak. Anyway, you know what? I think my ramblings today are going to conclude. I've said I've been angry about everything I wanted to say. My rant in the the bar streams are typically a bit shorter, unless for some reason they extend. I think I'm gonna wind down. Thank you for joining me, Miss Sleepy Librarian. Honk shoo. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Guys, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Miss Memoria on my stream. Disgusting. Ah. Nah. It was lovely having her here. Yeah, she fell asleep lol. No, vegan meat. First it was fake chicken, then it was fake beef. People claim it reduces the risk of everything. has a lower environmental impact. It doesn't. It doesn't. It just raises different concerns. But yeah, I'm sorry for the really strange mixed up schedule the last week. Things just got really tossed around because of Gamescom. Like, it would have been smoother, I promise. And you will see a very consistent change towards 4 streams a week. I know I was doing 6 initially, but that was because I wanted to make sure I had, you know, full momentum during debut month. But 4 will be the most likely consistent schedule you can experience going forward with me, unless something happens. This also means that if I have to cancel stream one day, it's really easy to shift it to another day. And it'll also mean that I'm more available for collaborations and to do more experimental things. And I can finally start posting more videos again, which is exciting. I know that you guys were getting videos pre-debut a lot, and then you got nothing because I was streaming every day. But good things coming. I'm going to say it. 6 a week was killing me because I can either do more streams or I can do longer streams. And while today is going to be a shorter stream because we had the other one earlier with Memoria, and I have something going on tonight that I need to make sure that I have something set up for, you can expect more streams the length of that South Park stream. You can expect more like 4 or 5 hour streams now because I'm cutting off the amount of days. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to see how much money staff is going to give me to rent an e-girl. This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. They're not going to bite at this. They're going to look me in the eye at the staff meeting and they're going to be like, "No fucking way. We're not hiring virtual prostitution for you." Choose the cutest one. If staff lets me, though. That would be so funny. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. Is anyone live right now? Anyone that I know? I only know like 3 people, and one of them just went to bed. Is Fido live? Fido is not live. Is Hawthorne live? Hawthorne is not live, so you guys are going into the ether. Nighty night. Meat singularity. What is a sex robot? If not, advanced. Yes, yes, yes. What is a human if not meat? What if you got like an advanced robot and you put a human brain in it? Is it no longer a robot? Is it now human? Ooh, that's an idea. Find the perfect human, make the perfect robot, hot swap out the brain, then you get Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.